As far as grading goes in the theater class, we have three major units that we work on. There's some blending of these units among each other, as I like to present a general idea for a unit, but then also attach a project to it. So we might look at the actors' tools to start to get them set up with what I look for when they perform and the ways that they can use their voice and their body to perform, which they'll then need to use in projects in the future. But we're really looking at how theater developed, the kind of spaces that we work in when we're looking at elements of theater and theater spaces. History of theater, I tend to drop in with a series of daily questions, and the rest is all performances, different skills that we would use to do that. Right now, we're working on, we've talked about the development of theater from mythology and ritual in ancient Greece. So we're looking at the myth of Prometheus and Pandora and working with a script to begin staging that this week. That'll lead to a performance that will then be graded as a test level grade. All performances are graded as tests at 45%. There are a series of quizzes when we do theater spaces. There'll be some notes that students take and that I provide them with. There'll be a quiz on that kind of information. Homework and journal entries are not that common. Really, their homework is to prepare. The journals would be then reflecting on something afterwards. It's not always something we have time to do in the classroom, and that's why we set it up at that level. And then being an active participant. So answering all the daily questions, being involved in any acting exercises we have, both as an actor and as an audience member, because that evokes the skills, the actor's tool skills that we're really focused on here. We have it at the 15% level. And I tell them on the first day, 60% of this class is about how you participate and engage in the work. So this setup reflects that. One thing I don't tell them that I always share with parents is about late work. Now I'll tell them, if you miss something, you need to make it up. You need to contact me to begin making that up. Way I typically do that in Power School is I'll mark something late as late with no grade. After about a week, maybe a week and a half, if we still haven't received that assignment, I'll put a 0 in. Really, that's there as it's an alarm bell. It usually gets people's attention. At that point, someone will either finally turn the work in, or we'll have the conversation about what they need to do. Typically, about after a month, the 0 would stay, but usually I find that students have come back to turning that work in. Things happen. People miss class. It's something that's hard to catch up on because we're doing performance each day. So this, I feel, gives a little bit of flexibility to get caught up in this class. Last thing I want to share with you is Satz drama. This had been done by a teaching artist from outside the school for the first 2 years I was here. Unfortunately, she's unable to return this year, so I've been asked to take on the after-school drama in the winter and in the spring. I also do the winter musical at the high school. Winter musical, we're still figuring out. Dr. Riso is going to do the music for it. I'll be working with the staging. We're currently trying to select the play. Auditions will be the first 2 days of November, and the performances will be in January. And we'll set up a rehearsal schedule in between that the students will have by the time they get to auditions, if not earlier. As far as the spring play goes, I'm still looking at that as well. We'll audition for that at the end of March. As soon as the musical at the high school is done, I'll shift into auditioning for the spring play. We'll perform that the first week of May on the 4th and 5th. The other thing about this too, and this also comes out of what I do in the class, it's not just about actors. A lot of the time it's the students who want to perform that come to an after-school program. We need a lot of crew. We need people helping us out at a lot of different levels. Just a list here of a few of the things and a few of the ways that students can get involved in after-school drama here at Satz. So that's the basic information about the class and about the program in general. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Again, this extension is my desk phone here backstage in the auditorium. Really, the best way to reach me is through the email address. I have that email with me no matter where I am in the building, and you'll also find me on Twitter with updates about the class, maybe interesting things that have happened. I'll also be sharing a lot of the after-school Satz drama information on that Twitter handle as well. Thanks so much. Again, sorry I couldn't be here. Look forward to connecting with you. Please feel free just to send me an email to say hi. Love to hear from you, and look forward to working with your kids throughout the rest of the year. Take care.